Chapter 15. A War of Hearts. I'll save Kieran. I'll bring him back and find a way to fix all this, I promise. Even if I have to do it by myself. Dejected, you turn away from Longclaw and Sir Montgomery, picking your way through the ruins of the Moon Palace. Kieran, I won't abandon you. Even if I have to face down the entire Sun Court, I won't let anything stop me. Not until I set this right. The Fey flames, sensing your melancholy, go dim as they sullenly flint along behind you. Your feet slip on an unstable pile of stones, sending them tumbling down the rubble. Everything is gone. The ballroom, the treasury. You pick through the ruins of what used to be your room, find your wardrobe broken, clothing spilled out among the rubble. Oh, all those lovely things. Stooping to pick up the tattered garments, you pause when a gleam of light catches your eye. What is this? You dig further, pulling out an outfit made with a sturdy burgundy fabric, adorned with metal and strange runes that shimmer with magic. It almost looks like armor. Could these runes be some kind of magical protection? I could certainly use every advantage if I'm gonna storm into the Sun Palace on my own. Diamond choice. Storming for love. Ah, yes. You quickly shed your clothing and don the armor, tightening the buckles until it fits snugly. I'd like to see Radiance try to stop me in this. As you march through the forest, the damage of the Sun Court supremacy is evident. It's so hot, the forest is already suffering. Dry moss crunches underfoot, the sun blazing through dark, dry, and brittle trees as scorched leaves drift down from the canopy like ashes. Radiance will burn the world, so he alone can reign. How can the court let this stand? Even without the peace of Kieran's heart in your chest, you can feel his presence urging you forward. I'm coming, Kieran. Even if this is the last thing I do, I have to try. You push yourself onward through the heat-blasted woods, wiping sweat from your eyes. You jump in fright as the bushes beside you give a sudden rustle. Don't try anything. You turn and brace yourself, arms raised defensively. Come out and show yourself. I bet you it's Leaf. The bushes rustle some more, shedding dry leaves as a powerful form pushes through. Well, okay. An immense stag steps out before you. Massive hooves leaving deep imprints in the dry dirt. The stag turns its dark, shining eyes on you and inclines its head. Oh, hello. Behind him, you see an entire herd of deer marching resolutely in step. What in the... More rustling sounds behind you, and you whirl to see a huge, ugly boar stomping by, snorting and grunting. Boars are not ugly, they're cute. Leave them alone. Right on its tail is a strange skeletal creature, moss clinging to its bones and amber flames burning in its hollow eye sockets. What is that? You dance out of the way as mice and rabbits scurry underfoot. A pack of wolves moves in tandem ahead of you. The whole forest is on the move, and they're headed towards the Sun Palace? Arrgh! A flock of ravens darkens the sky. One of them swoops down to land heavily on your shoulder, its beady eyes staring into yours. Excuse me. What's going on? Are you all coming with me? The raven pecks at your shoulder impatiently. Go, go! They know you're going to fight for their prince. And they've come to aid in your noble campaign. You whirl around and see Longclaw and Sir Montgomery emerge from the trees. You came. A tearful Longclaw gathers you in a breath-stealing embrace. Forgive us, Ella, for doubting you, and you've done so much to help Prince Kieran. When we realized you meant to challenge Radiance single-handedly, we couldn't let you go alone. We just couldn't. Your willingness to do your doom and devotion to the prince convinced us we were in the wrong. Please accept our most contrite apologies. I am happy to see you. I'm just so glad I wanted to do this alone. Sir Montgomery and Longclaw each put a hand or paw on your shoulders. The Moon Court is loyal to its own. We do not abandon each other in a time of need.
You are one of us now, Ella.
Then, let us sally forth to liberate our prince. A sharp whistle overhead makes you all crane your heads upward. It must be Leaf. Raven on his shoulder caws an annoyance and flaps away, only to be replaced by a tiny iridescent flutter of wings.
Rude.
Leaf, what are you doing here?
You think to battle Sun Prince alone.
She rolls her beady eyes.
Fight hopeless without Leaf.
Thank you, but I'm not sure how you can help. I don't wish to offend, but you are just one small bird, Your Highness.
Small, yes. One, no.
Leaf sings a high-pitched call. Suddenly, the canopy above is a riot of color. Squawks, hoots, screeches, and trills multiply until they're nearly deafening. Woo, woo. Oh my god, you're adorable. Owls, hummingbirds, hawks, and what is that? Oh my god, it's an owlbear? I'm impressed.
Is owlbear almost as fierce as Leaf? Sun Prince have no chance against owlbear. Ha!
Leaf, you really are king of the birds. All this time I thought you were just, crazy.
You know what? Leaf is king of all birds. All birds bow before Leaf.
Except for, crows. I should never have doubted you.
You fight Sun Prince. We fight Sun Prince.
Looking again at the catacomb of sharp talons and beaks overhead, you're overwhelmed with gratitude. Thank you, Leaf. Longclaw and Sir Montgomery gaze at Leaf in amazement. Remarkable. I had no idea the birds of these woods were so well organized.
What a lovely little friend you've made, Ella.
Well, Sir Montgomery and Longclaw, let me introduce you. This is my friend Leaf, king of birds. I once saved her from a fey cat. Sort of by accident. Leaf, these are friends of Prince Kieran of the Moon Court. Sir Montgomery sweeps into an elegant bow, while Longclaw curtsies primly. Well met, Your Royal Highness.
Thank you for your help in rescuing our dear prince.
Leaf surveys them coolly and then nods to you.
We go. Bird army at your command.
You give her a solemn salute, and she flits away as the march resumes. It seems like every animal in the forest is with us. I just hope it's enough. The Sun Palace will be well fortified, but we shall need every advantage. Longclaw grasps your hand in her paw.
We are with you, Ella.
To whatever end. Even they don't think we'll survive this. The hope that momentarily buoyed you to begin with, to wilt under the blazing sun, but then, what's that noise? It's a fey cat. A family of fey cats lounge in the boughs overhead, watching you with ears pinned back.
Watch out, Ella!
Longclaw puts herself between you and the cat, snarling. The cats hiss back but don't move from their perches. Strange, the beats are usually quite eager for a fight.
Then we'd best move along before they change their minds.
Wait, I have an idea. Oh, Diamond Joys. Recruit the fey cats to your side. It's okay, Longclaw. I think they can help us.
Are you sure?
Well, cats only concern themselves with their own affairs. But Kieran is their prince too, isn't he? You gaze over the fey cats, their bright purple eyes watching your every move. Listen to me. Prince Kieran is being held hostage by the Sun Court. We're going to fight for him and our home. The cats glare at you, tails flicking. Black and leaves drift on the wind. The Sun Prince has taken over, don't you see? There will be no rests from the sun. The rivers will dry up, your prey will disappear. The whole forest will die, and you along with it. For a moment, nothing happens, and the largest cat climbs to its feet and leaps gracefully to the ground. You recruited the Fey Cats as your allies. We don't have to be friends. If we live through this fight, you can go back to trying to eat me tomorrow. The cat yawns with an air of profound indifference. It turns and prowls off in the same direction as the rest of your army, and the rest of its fellows jumping down from the trees to follow. I dare say I cannot wait to see them turn their claws on the sun cord. You march on, following your motley army through the wilting forest. We're here. Imagine Dr. Dolittle showing up with a bunch of animals. That's what I'm just imagining. You pause at the last moment at the forest's edge, looking out over your combined armies. You recruited all possible allies, strengthening your army. We're at full force. We're as ready as we'll ever be. What is your strategy, Ella? You glare out at the brilliant marble of the Sun Palace, the hateful sun turning it into a blinding beacon. Raise hell and get Kieran back.
Good enough for me.
You march to the palace gates, where a handful of guards cut you off, looking bewildered. Halt! What is the meaning of this? Is that human bringing the entire forest with her? In the name of the most exalted Sun King, we cannot allow you to pass. You will or die. The bright sun gleams off your shining armor, making you feel powerful and bold. The guards look anxiously at each other. Are we even sure we can stop her? Bluff my way and set the animal friends on the guard. Yeah, I'm gonna bluff my way in. Not sure how much they know about what happened, but it's worth a try. Clear your throat and bow. We have to come to pay fealty to our new High King. All of you? Yes, we're all members of the Moon Court.
We wish to see King Radiance.
The guards share a dubious glance and look at you and your dozens of animal friends, unsure. I suppose they are his subjects now. Very, very well then. No point in shedding blood just yet. They step aside. Why, thank you. You walk right past the guards and into the heart of the Sun Palace. Where would they be keeping Kieran? The dungeons, I'd wager. Longclaw catches up to you as his forced animals pour inside and invade the palace in every direction.
He'll have it well defended. The royal armory is not far from here. Perhaps we could raid it for better weapons.
I certainly would prefer to face our enemy with sharper steel. He holds up his sword, chipped and worn out from the long years, just as a handful of Sun Court nobles come rushing into the hallway. What is the meaning of this? Quickly, we must defend our king! That's where you went from across the void. You look between Longclaw and Sir Montgomery. Can we hold off the Sun Palace that long? Even as you speak, the Fey flames bounce past you, swarming a member of the Sun Court and blistening her skin. Never mind. What shall it be? Diamond choice. For the love of... Stop at the armory. What, so Longclaw can get... She's gonna be sitting there sharpening her claws.
This way.
You find the armory undefended, the door broken and marred with gouge marks. It seems our wild boar friend has paved the way. Inside you find a wealth of deadly weapons, ripe for the taking. Longclaw, look at this. Looks like iron, so it would pack a punch. It looks like iron, really. She picks it up and smiles.
Indeed it is.
I thought Faye couldn't touch iron without being burned.
Well, dear, in many ways I don't seem to count as entirely Fey anymore. The touch of iron no longer harms me. But radiance or lustre.
Ah, good point. You shiver a little at the cold anger sparkling in your friend's unusually warm eyes. Turning away, you reach out for a long sword with an ornate hilt. Would this sword work for you, Sir Montgomery? Sharp as diamonds, perfectly balanced. Oh yes, those do admirably. I haven't seen so fine a weapon in... Well, I can't quite remember when. The skeleton's unnatural shrieks echo outside the armory door, followed by the sound of heavy boots chasing after it. Hurry! Longclaw pulls a massive chainmail shirt over her head and tucks it into her apron.
Sir Montgomery, are you quite ready?
He raps his knuckles on his armor and smiles grimly. Born ready, fair lady. What shall it be for you, Ella? We have sword with the golden hilt, golden glaive, or a diamond mace. I'm a sword person. The sword hilt molds perfectly the shape of your hand, the blade effortlessly slicing air like something hungry and alive. I'm ready. Let's go. The three of you rush towards the dungeons, clashing with more guards and armed nobles along the way. Have at thee, villain!
There, the human is. Stop her.
Yeah. Your sword clangs against steel again and again, but your arm never tires. Get out of my way. Your enchanted weapon compensates for your lack of training, and you make steady progress down the halls. Ha ha! I may be ancient as the hills, but I am still as spry as a lad. Take that! Sir Montgomery duels 3 guards at once as swordplay, as nimble and elegant as a dance. I shall defend Prince Kieran with my life. Longclaw, are you alright? Yep. Seems a bit rabid. Oh, a bear! Longclaw barrels through the fresh wave of guards with her mace, slamming them aside as if she were threshing wheat.
I'm doing just fine, dear. But we're losing time.
Ella, look out!
Hiya!
A slash of steel comes out of nowhere, aiming straight for your flank. What? Runes flash vermilion, and the sword glances off your side as if it were made of stone.
A mortal with enchanted armor, but oof!
Sir Montgomery and Longclaw rush to your aid, striking down the would-be assassin.
Very glad you thought to wear that, my dear.
Ella, our mighty avenging champion. Let none stand against our righteous fury, lest be stricken down. Watch out! Run down the halls, dodging bizarre animals and Sun Court guards, fighting to the death. Just imagine that owl. Ooh.
Ah, get it off! Get it off!
You pass a baby owl furiously tangled in Sun Court Faye's white hair, pecking like mad. Give them hell, baby owl. We're under attack. What do we do? Run! The Sun Court nobles flee, screaming as wildcats lope gracefully after them. They're running away. Last Fey cat slows to look back at you. Glad you're on our side. It snarls, showing off its dagger-like fangs, but returning and giving chase to the rest of its group. Oh, got it. I'll stay out of your way. Yeah, just don't pet them. You stop short as a door ahead of you opens. A meek human face peers out, eyes widening in wonder. My lady, what's happening? We heard fighting.
Is that Ella? I hardly recognize you in the fearsome attire, my lady.
It's you. The Fey courts are at war. We're invading the palace in the name of Prince Kieran. We're going to take Radiance down.
Does that mean we'd finally be free?
The servants glance at each other, hopefully. Only if we win. If we can help, we will. But with the enchantment on you, I thought you couldn't do anything against Radiance.
We've been finding small ways to strike back at the Sun Court for years.
We'll think of something to slow them down. Anything helps, but please, stay safe. You work your way slowly down the halls, skirmishing all the way.
Ella, the stairs!
Through the chaos, you spot a door off to the side. We'll hold them off. You must find the prince. Are you sure? Your friends fight side by side with wild boars, wolves, and ravens. They're holding their own, but
We can't keep this up forever. You must seize the chance.
Sir Montgomery shouts after you, locked in a duel with the guard. Give Radiance my regards. I will. Grit your teeth and charge down the steps. Why would Radiance be in there with Kieran, though? Wouldn't he be, like, in a throne room or something? Down the dark, twisting stairwell, the sounds of fighting grow distant as chaos reigns above. It's so dark, like they don't want their prisoners to even glimpse the outside world. You move slowly, quietly, straining for any sound. Dim torchlight throws long shadows on the stone walls. Where are you, Kieran? You're trying to focus on the pull you felt earlier, but something is off. The shadows are so thick that you can't see to the end of the long rows of prison cells. I should call out. Kieran, are you here? Weary of speaking above a whisper, you creep further and further into the dungeon. What am I thinking? Kieran's trapped as a beast. He won't even know me, much less speak to me. You don't really know that. I'm just saying. Finally, you reach the far end of the dungeon and discover that every single cell is empty. I don't understand. There's no one here.
I wouldn't say no one.
You spin around just as Lustra slams the dungeon door shut with a wave of her hand. What are you doing here?
Oh, playing my part. Though I do have to say I quite relished being the one sent to collect you.
Where's Kieran? What have you done to him?
Don't worry. You'll be reunited with your love soon enough. Now, come along. His Majesty is waiting for you.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
I wasn't aware I was giving you a choice, little mortal.
With a cruel gesture, she summoned glowing vines from the stone floor to twine around your ankles. You slice through the vines with your sword and charge at her. I'll show you what this mortal can do. You take a wild stab at her, even though she throws up a magical shield to defend herself.
What?
Your blade pierces clean through the shield, the sharpest point scorching a shallow gash across her temple. Blood drips down the side of her face, and her features twist with fury.
You dare?
Yes, I dared. More vines sprout from the ceiling, this time twisting around your wrists and binding them together.
That shiny little toy won't help you anymore.
The vines dig painfully into your skin, swarming up your legs and arms, squeezing until your weapon clatters uselessly to the ground.
That should make you a little easier to deal with.
She gestures, and the glowing vines yank you to the floor. One vine leaps into her hand, and she uses it as a leash to drag you across the filthy cobblestones. Sir Montgomery, Longclaw, help! Lustra scowls, pressing on a section of the wall to open a hidden passageway.
No one's coming to save you this time.
She drags you through the palace, bound, helpless, straight through the doors of the throne room. Oh no.
Oh yes.
The room is sweltering as you enter, more oppressive than the heat outside. Atop the gleaming throne sits Radiance's stolen power rippling in the air like heat from a forge. We meet again, Ella. It hurts to even look at him. It already hurt me long before he got his power. Blazing brightness stand on either side of the throne. Had a bit of difficulty capturing the mortal, did you, Lustra? She scoffs, swiping a smear of blood from her face. She stole one of our weapons and got lucky. Catching her was no trouble. It was trouble enough to make you bleed. Bring her here. Let me look at her. She drags you closer, unbinds you, and shoves you down to kneel at his feet.
Bow before your master, worm.
Don't touch me, you snake. Oh, sweet Ella. I was going to spare you. You really should have run along home when you had the chance. Radiance, I've come for Kieran. You should have known you'd see me again. I won't ever leave him. Now tell me what you've done to him.
No need to fret, he's right here.
He points upward, where a massive golden cage sways over your heads. A snarling beast is trapped within, cramped and restless. Kieran. What do you think of my new pet, Ella? This isn't right and you know it. Cursing him like this just so you could rule? Your greed has unbalanced the world. Look outside, the forest is already dying. Even the animals have risen up against you. Soon you won't have a kingdom to rule over. You have to stop. He stands and approaches you. Coils of heat roll off of him, making you flinch away or risk being burnt. Oh, Ella, no one tells me what to do, let alone you. And who do you think this... Who told you thought this was a good idea? Your uncles? Silence, you know nothing. Radiance's eyes burn hot as glare so intense you can't help but cry out and look away. They saw the true ruler waiting within me. Brought it forth. I was born to bring peace by uniting the courts. As though you care about peace. You don't care about anyone but yourself. Who should I care about, Him, you, a naive little mortal who stumbled into something she couldn't possibly comprehend. You saw what you wanted to see in the world of the Fae, that everyone is, at the core, kind at heart. Even our feral, tormented friend up there. No, you're assuming too much. He points up at Kieran, voice booming through the room. You thought Kieran capable of changing with the power of true love? But Fae are unchanging. We are eternal. The woes of mortal world aren't our concern. We live to pursue our own desires and nothing more. You were never more to Kieran than a pretty plaything. You're wrong. Not all Fae are like you. They will be. All Fae will bow to my will in good time. And any who don't, well... He steps back, his smile sending chills down your spine. Kieran, love, there's someone here to see you. At his gesture, the cage door slams open. Kieran bursts free, his massive black wings seem to fill the room. Kieran. The beast's head snaps towards the sound of your voice, and he wheels toward you with a swift, merciless dive. You look into the shining black eyes and see nothing but cold animal cruelty. Kieran, no. Captured by the Sun Court, threatened by the merciless wing beast, are you destined to die at the hands of your true love? Well, this was super short. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and share the video. Share the channel as well if you'd like. Also, let me know what you thought. You know, I know a lot of you were like, what the heck, Longclaw? And yeah, no, I feel you on that one. But before we get into that, please remember that down in the description of the video, there are links to support the channel. There's also the Join and Thanks feature, and there's a lot of things that you can do to continue to support this channel and this community. All I want to do is grow, and by growing, make sure that you guys have top-notch content. Will one day put us up there so Pixelberry won't be able to continually ignore this community. And hopefully one day they will look at us and go, perhaps we should partner with me. It would be nice, because that way we could stop paying, let's be honest, it'd be nice to stop paying for VIP, wouldn't it? They've only ever partnered with one other person. And the reason I say that is because I try and cover this stuff for you guys. I am no interest whatsoever in the VIP, I'm going to be honest with you. But I cover these stories for you. That's it. Otherwise, I'd be just like a lot of you who just sit there and wait. Especially in the financial situation that everybody's in right now. Like, seriously, $16.11 with tax. It's very expensive for this. And I'm going to be honest, when there's only 2 chapters a week, it really is subpar content, where I could be taking that $16.11 and I could be putting it towards like a subscription of World of Warcraft, saving almost $6 on paying for subscription for Final Fantasy XIV, things like that. Also other games, let me be honest, where we could actually get more content out than like the 20 to 30 minutes that we get Technically, if you just read it without, reading out loud, that's how long, much content you would get from VIP. Seriously, think about it. Right now, there are only 2 chapters a week coming out, so that's 8 a month. And also, who knows? Wouldn't mind getting a little bit more representation out there in the world and becoming a bigger content creator. Again, we're a channel that has over 3,600 videos, so tons of content to enjoy. But without further ado, I know you guys left a lot of comments about Long Claw and everything else like that. I always read your comments, unlike a lot of creators out there. Do take comfort in that. Because I cherish every single content or comment that we get with content. So I even read your comments on stream. About once a week, I'll go through all the comments that I've missed or whatnot, and really answer them or whatnot. And yeah, it means a lot to me. But pretty much, I understand kind of Long Claw's perspective, and then I kind of understand you guys' perspective, right? There's a lot of misunderstanding, and again, it's just Pixelberry's way of trying to add more "but" and stupid stuff, but hopefully and gladly, they remedied that within the first literal minute of today's chapter. So basically, it's like it never even existed when you think about it, even though she has the capacity to be that way. But let's put it this way. Their prince had fallen, their entire court was destroyed, they lost everything they knew, and so they tried to blame you because you technically did do it to Kieran. So technically, like I said, I can understand both sides of the coin, right? You just gotta be more open-minded and look at both. That's how I look at it. But, hey, we'll see what happens with the chapter next week for chapter 16. Something tells me they'll push this to about 17, 18 at the most, before we get our happy ending and then all that. If anything, maybe, who knows, 16 might be the end of it, so I don't know, it was a halfway decent book while it lasted, but without further ado, love your beautiful faces. Thanks for watching. Peace out.